It's not done, guys.
Okay.
Keep the video playing. Thank you so much. I don't know what. Bait. Bait. Pause the clip. Yeah, Demon Slayer, JJK. So you're rocking to my right. My guy Vaughn is rocking with Demon Slayer.
Easy for me.
I feel like that's the best choice to go with, just because we haven't seen too much of JJK. But
if I'm being honest, if I'm not counting movies,
Cannot count
you
movies.
think JJK is watching?
Because the movie for
I
Demon
think-
Slayer was a really big part.
I think JJK to me is probably a more complete anime. And
Minus the movie?
if I count the movie,
Because the movie's like
it's technically
is an arc.
it's a prequel. It's technically a prequel.
No, the movie for Demon Slayer.
It's just an art.
Oh yeah. No, I count. I'm still. I mean,
Okay.
like if I'm not just because I wouldn't put JJK 0. Like I kind of disqualify it because it really is a prequel.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
And so I wouldn't count it comparing this two, and obviously the arc. I do still count the arc for Demon Slayer. That's kind of what I meant. Thanks for clarifying for me. I think JJK is the more complete for the fact that it's with the comedy, it instills that characteristic with the amazing fight scenes. I do enjoy the storytelling. I do enjoy the mystery of it because Gojo is still very much a strong mystery about what's going on.
Really like Gojo.
I do like that.
Gojo the mystery, the fight scenes, the comedy. They got a character in Yuji who's charismatic, so you rock with him, get behind him. It's still a basis in reality, something Demon Slayer does real well too, to where you don't get angry and become Jesus Christ walking.
Yeah.
It's more based in logic. It's like, yeah, bro, you're probably gonna lose this fate.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer and JJK both. You still don't really know what's gonna happen at times. You're like, well, I hope he's gonna win, but is he gonna win? And bad things happen in this. I don't know if anyone's caught up. I hope everyone's caught up. That one moment with the guy he met that was a friend. Man, oh my gosh, that was such a sad moment already.
Put on a suicide mission. Bro, gearing him up to be like, oh yeah, you're gonna be with me. You're gonna be with me.
Man,
Sight.
and then what they did to his mom was crazy. So that's more why I lean with JJK for it perfecting, especially the comedy. The comedy is kind of wild to me that it could be this dark thing and then integrate comedy. Whereas we said earlier about like Zenetsu's supposed to be comedy, but a lot of people find him.
He's supposed to be comedy.
That can't be there. I can't.
What is he supposed to be? He's not supposed to be comedic relief.
I
I'll
thought
be shocked
the board dude was supposed to be comedy.
What is it? Is this supposed to be annoying?
Yes.
Yes.
Just to be annoying?
Because he was, bro. Like, think about it. He was so annoying that I almost stopped watching the show.
I saw him.
So he did his job.
I never saw Zenetsu as like super. I thought he was comedic relief.
He was annoying to me.
I thought he was comedic
I
relief.
feel like it's the board.
Y'all
dude.
gotta put me in the comments to see if he's not added to be comedic relief.
The point where he finally did his thing, I was like, okay.
Okay, well, who in
I can
JJK
deal
is
with
annoying then? I'll give you that. And who in JJK is annoying?
Um,
Especially for Zenetsu level, the way y'all like.
No, I don't think they
I don't
have a
think you
character
can
like that.
Okay, so that's what I'm putting out there for why. Even though
But that's
me
like the
and
only
Vaughn
thing.
was here for the Demon Slayer movie debate, we killed Daniel. Daniel was kind of devastated about that. Shout out Daniel.
what was
He was rooting for JJK 0.
The movie.
as a better movie?
Yeah, the Demon Slayer movie. Yo, and yeah, we destroyed him on the points. I'm not gonna lie, but at the end he was hurt, but
He's a big JJK fan. That's a preference. too.
yeah. So it was more of a preference because we broke everything down. But yeah, that's why my vote is for JJK. Counterpoints, counter arguments hit me. I know Vaughn is thinking, and I know my guy Deddy is thinking.
I'll go let Diddy go first.
Yeah, you gotta go first.
I think, because you said it's a more complete anime. I don't know if, and I get why you're saying that, because there's certain things, I guess, specifically as it pertains to characters that Demon Slayer doesn't have. But I think most people could agree that, I can't think of dude's name. It's like Inosuke. It's pretty, like funny. Like his character is just funny. You know what I'm saying? And easily like digestible as like a funny character.
Yeah, and he's serious.
Because he still gets busy. Like,
and there's a serious tone with him, dude.
And it's more so because of how he was raised. He doesn't have like social cues.
Yeah.
Like anybody, normal people would. Zenitsu's annoying, just period. Even when you hear a story, like when you hear a story, you kind of sympathize a little bit, but you're like, but it's almost like that kid that uses that to just be more annoying. Like, you don't have to be that annoying, but you're gonna be, so cool. But like I said, I think that's what makes his like redeeming moments so cool, is because he's literally so annoying, but his redeeming moments
is like it's one
some of the
makes
coldest
you
moments. You're just like, I want Zenitsu to get up out of this.
Yeah.
Same thing. I heard Dami when I watched the clip. He's like I hope that like it gets better.
That's his favorite character.
And I want him to know that it gets, because it does get better.
That's his favorite character, by the way.
There's an event that happens that makes that happen, which makes it all make sense. So it's actually really cool how it happens. So I can deal with that for the fact that even after that moment, like later on, he's not always as annoying either, like as it went on. Even in the movie and just like even later on in the other arcs, especially in the arc that, not the newest arc, but the arc that when they were fighting not the twins. Was they twins?
Yeah.
The brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Zenitsu got busy.
Great season.
So it's just like the one thing that you could say negative about it, because you can't say the character development wasn't good and stuff like that. Like the one negative thing you could really say about it, or the gripe you could have really, is Zenitsu.
The negatives that I've heard from people is that Zenitsu's annoying, and that people are like, this story is actually very simple. I'm gonna just be honest. That is what people say. It's a very,
What's wrong with it being simple though?
for the hype that it's gotten. So while I think it's gonna arguably be in the top 5, it's gonna be challenging the shonen animes that we just listed. How the story is so simple in this day and age, whereas if we do look at even a Naruto, obviously without the freaking aliens, it was pretty complicated. The Hunter x Hunter story, times
There's a lot going on. Yeah,
a lot going on. Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, One Piece, obviously with the writing, a lot going on, but it's very, a lot in there. That's what the people say. This is not me saying it. I appreciate what they're doing. They keep it simple, which is why it also works very well. I do think the current season, I don't know if everyone's caught up. I don't think the current season is that good. I'm caught up.
Are they in the third arc now?
Sword Village arc.
Okay, I haven't got into it yet. I've been waiting so I could binge it.
Slayer.
Yeah, they're in the arc after. They just started the arc after where they're fighting
Twins.
The twins.
When they started.
Started in the beginning of spring. They're 7.
Yeah, they've been dropping episodes.
7 or 8 episodes in.
Oh,
Because I'm caught up.
I've been waiting. I always wait and binge the whole thing.
I just watched. So but those are the arguments people throw out there for demons. I'm just putting that out there. The only one I deem it is that's.
She said Zenitsu. I think that the cool thing about Demon Slayer 2 is it's super family oriented. I think that strengthens the story.
Okay.
Like his dad's not like his dad wasn't some like deadbeat. His dad is the reason he's able to do a lot of the stuff he was able to do in those moments where he could have died. And
This is a great point.
And his sister, like that scene where they're fighting the
Family in anime is like a no-go.
the moon, whatever. I don't know if he's a lower moon. You know what I'm talking about? That manipulated the strands or whatever.
yeah. It's Lord.
He was lower, but it was weird because technically he's
He wasn't an up.
strong enough to be an upper. It was weird.
Yeah,
He's
but
like on that brink.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because he was like hidden.
Yeah, something like that.
It's weird.
But like even that whole scene and that whole exchange between, like just the relationship just between Tanjiro and his sister is like so good. It like carries a lot of the story, and like a lot of the moments that you see when they're fighting a lot of these demons, like just their bond, like I don't know, it just carries it really well. I think that I'm not saying that JJK is not like bad, because I think the story is good, but I think that the Demon Slayer story has an extra layer and an extra layer of relatability because of like the family aspects that are added into it.
That's a good counter to my complete argument. That's actually a great point.
And you also see like the impact of like every single character that they encounter like throughout the whole thing. Like you see him like bring up like flashbacks of like, oh, like this happened here, like this is how I'm gonna apply it in this next fight. Where as in Jujutsu Kaisen, the only real people that have like impact on Yuji are Gojo and Strong Dude.
Yeah. And mind you guys, I'm gonna say
Gojo's
this.
about to kill that man too.
We're gonna
Let's
say
not
this.
forget.
This is oh yeah.
When they first met.
He's about to put on a t-shirt. Like my guy Diddy said earlier, JJK only got 1 season out, so we got to at least give it season 2. But continue. These are great points. These are great points.
That was the basis of it. Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's just my opinion. I think too, like even the demons, they give you some insight to them, like why they even became the way they didn't have to do that.
Those moments in that last season though of JJK with oh boy that like went to the other side and what happened. Spoiler alert. What happened to his mom? And then oh boy with the faces moving people around and seeing like the pain in that, like that was pretty impactful with the monsters. I'm not gonna
disagree, but like that happens throughout Demon Slayer. Like you don't necessarily have to feel bad for the demons, but you kind of like. I remember on like the scene where he cut the head off of the girl, and he did it slow. And he like switched up his blade, like he's about to just yank, cut her head off, and then she was like crying or something, and then because he always gets the flashes of him.
Yeah,
and he got the flash of her and like how she was just getting kind of put to the side and all that kind of stuff because her brother, and he was mean.
Who y'all rocking with, Demon Slayer or JJK? Let us know. I can't argue that point because Demon Slayer is the more emotional of the show that'll like get you like more invested. Obviously, we spoke about this with the movie. The fact that they had us devastated about a character we just met in that time frame with Rengoku is like absurd. I've actually never seen that in anime history. Yeah. Anybody care about a character as soon as you meet them and then you're like
he didn't have much time at all.
The entire anime community was hurt. People have him as screensavers X, Y, and Z. I still really love him as a character. So at that point, the only counter would be that JJK is complete because it includes comedy, all these different aspects of anime in a very good way. So I'm I'm voted 2-1, so I'm gonna take the L. So we have Demon Slayer taking the dub over JJK. Let us know in the comments who is your vote, who is your pick. Yes. So we're gonna do our last topic because these guys are tired. So and Sophia wants to kill us. So it's cool. It's okay. It's okay, Sophia. We love you.
Sophia just needs a